So the NBA, they are trying their best to ensure that Zion Williamson is a part of whatever plan they ultimately come up with to include him in the NBA playoffs. But is that really such a bad thing? In my opinion, not really, depending on how they actually go about including him in the playoffs. Now, Zion Williamson is a big draw, right? A lot of people want to see Zion Williamson play. Now, whether or not he is good enough to win a championship, I don't think the Pelicans are that good at this very moment. But we see the star power in Zion. They also still have Lonzo Ball. They still have Brandon Ingram. 3 guys who a lot of fans still love to this day. So a lot of fans will definitely be interested in watching Zion Williamson play in meaningful basketball games, including if they're in the playoffs, especially if you go to some type of seeding where maybe they're the last seed or the 10th seed, and the way you have everything sorted out, they're playing the Lakers, or they end up playing the Lakers at some point. However you end up going about this, it could be interesting for the league. You have a bunch of young guys there. You really don't want, any job to get out of the playoffs. So if you could just add more teams to the playoff scenario, you add Zion Williamson, I don't think that's bad. Now, you guys have to remember, the NBA, they are still in the business of making money, the business of getting the best ratings possible. They're still an entertainment company at the end of the day. Yes, you worry about the competitive balance. Yes, you worry about things being as fair as possible. Now, that's why I said it depends on how they actually go about setting this whole thing up. If the NBA goes to 10 teams in the Western Conference making the playoffs, 10 teams in the Eastern Conference making the playoffs, nobody didn't make the playoffs. You just expanded it because you also didn't play a full 82-game season. So you expanded the field a little bit. We've seen this done with the NHL. I thought the way the NHL handled their playoff scenario was absolutely beautiful. Thought it was perfect, and I thought a lot of leagues like the NBA could take from that. Right? They expanded from 16 to 24 teams. You may not have to go all the way to 24, but if you include 20 teams, even if you went to 24, I really wouldn't be that mad either with that scenario. Now, you guys know I'm all about, the 1 through 16 seeding. But if you're just talking about this season, I don't mind that either. So I think if you add extra teams and say the Pelicans are the 10th seed, which they earned, I still believe you earned that seeding because you've played, still 60 plus games this season. I'm not mad at that at all. You get Zion in there. Of course, I'm watching. Everybody's watching. You want to see what the young guys could do over there with the Pelicans in a playoff series. I don't mind that. And you get ratings. And you're in the summer where all eyes, especially if you could get games going, let's say middle of July or even August, all eyes are still going to be on the playoffs. I think the playoffs will still do good. Even if the preseason is on for the NFL, the playoffs is still going to be the majority of fans in terms of where they're going to be putting their attention towards. So I don't mind it. Yes, it could be rigging the system. Yes, they are kind of scheming ways to get Zion in the playoffs. I don't think it hurts the league, though. But you guys let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section below. It's your boy DLloyd. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.